Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody who...
We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
I ordered this book, God is on Trial. I ordered this book from Amazon, and I must say I've read it. It's very well written, very thought-provoking. So sisters and brothers like Alberta Parish, again, God is on Trial. It is a provocative, thought-provoking, very real and honest point of view regarding the gods of major religions or of Abrahamic religions, and why those of us who follow these belief systems should be asking the same kind of questions instead of just blindly accepting and following.
Gomane. Assemble the people, Gomane. We will not be defeated by witch doctors' illusions.
Okay. Thank you for donating to my uncle Taalik. I appreciate it, and I know that my family appreciate it because he's been in our lives for years now. So, yeah. And I just want to say thank you because, yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, and we love you guys. Mwah. Bye. Bye. He's forever and always. He's forever and always. He's forever and always.
How do you guys feel about Cherry frowning like that with her album? You guys' album coming out?
She's cute.
She thinks she's cute.
That's all I got to say. She curls.
Cherry thinks she's cute. Huh?
Thanks, hon.
She came out with a different attitude after that.
Like a gun to me. I don't know what we did on film.
That's old school. Life has changed. I want the red.
Wait, what was that Mr. T did in Rocky? What was that, Rocky 3? Was it Rocky 3? Put them criminals on my face!
There we go. I don't have a lot to say. Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Rona.
I trust that feeling. Does anybody have any questions of me before I get out of here? Let's see what you guys are saying. What's up, soul sister Rona? Hey, Taalik. I'm the brother that did Mike Jackson in Tunica, Mississippi. Hey, now. Hello to Terry. Respect. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up.
Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Rona. It's Terry.
It's important for the black youth especially to know that we did have a history and that we did great things and that we had great people, and those things were not in the history books when I was in school. And what I'd like to be doing 5 years from now is attempting to rewrite the history books so that they'll know that.
This message. Hey, my brother, you know I had to call you and thank you personally again. I cannot describe to you how happy I was to meet you in person finally. That was just like amazing.
Ring out in perfect harmony, Terry Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Southern Gal.
But when I get up in here, everybody, I'm fucking this nigga up, everybody. I'm tired of these niggas, man. I'm trying to work, do my thing, and niggas are clowning me and fucking up my career, everybody. I can't live like this, everybody. These niggas gonna have to die, everybody. Keep fucking with me, everybody. Keep fucking with me. Keep fucking with me, everybody. Keep fucking with me. Keep fucking with me, everybody. Keep fucking with me.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. The war has started officially. It's paid for. We're ready to go. Do this. So, I'm not playing with this troll. Something is going to be done. I'm tired of this piece of trash messing with me. I got some other errands to run. Hey, what's up, Deacon? What's up, Deacon? I catch y'all on the flip. The war has officially started. I would suggest to this troll, you better leave me the hell alone. It's on and popping. Peace out.
Keep fucking with me, everybody. Keep fucking with me. Keep fucking with me, everybody. Keep fucking with me. Scared the fuck out of me, everybody. I'm just sick and tired of these niggas out here fucking with me, everybody. These niggas are fucking with me, everybody. Fucking with me, everybody. And I'm tired of it, everybody.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, A Change Is Gonna Come, it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. President Trump has already had sit-downs with the wrong representatives of the black community. How about a real discussion with a true grassroots African American? Join and organize Operation Exodus Mississippi today, or become a supporter. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
In a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
What, dear?
Cause I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
Most of the time when he was talking that African talk, that's when he was away from the Nation of Islam.
What are you talking about? His father was a Gavin. He was a Gavin. He was Micah Gavin follower, like his father.
I said most of the time when he was talking that African stuff, he was away from the Nation of Islam.
He was talking about when he was in the nation.
I said most of the time when he was talking that African stuff, he was away from the Nation of Islam.
Right. Elijah Muhammad was a Garveyite himself. Elijah Muhammad was a supporter of Pan-Africanism at one point. He was a follower of Marcus.
That's not Nation of Islam doctrine, though. Pan-Africanism.
No. Of course, you're right. Even Malcolm said that.
Yeah, so that's why we can't mention that stuff. You know, those are separate things. But Pan-Africanism, that's not getting us anywhere because that's not even the African doctrine. They don't believe in that.
No, they don't. And black people over here don't believe in the indigenous doctrine. And I can go outside and question 1,000 black people. How many of them do you think?
Well, we've been brainwashed for so damn long, we don't know what the
can be said for
African.
Same thing can be said for African people. They've been brainwashed and colonized just as well.
Oh, and they're still brainwashed and colonized.
When I spoke on apartheid, what happened in South Africa, you said you weren't even concerned with it.
Yeah, because South Africans, those are different people.
Different people, wow.
Yeah, they are different. They're a different type of African.
So you consider yourself a Black American?
Yes.
Okay. So what is a Black American again?
They are people who are largely descendants of slaves in this country, and we can't trace ourselves or our family members
to any other. A Black American, a country. When first of all,
I didn't finish the answer. Number one, and number two, I didn't say that.
When you just said that you consider yourself a Black American. He just asked you the question, and you.
I didn't say. Yeah, he asked me the question. I said that, but I didn't say
yourself a Black American. That was the question. You said yes.
I said no. That wasn't the question. He's like, "What is a Black American?" That was the question.
But Black is a race, is not an ethnicity. So what is your ethnicity?
Black.
That's a race.
Black is not a race. Black is a color.
It's a color. That's a race. What is your ethnicity?
Matter of fact, let me drop some science.
No. So answer the question.
I know you don't want me to take
your nationality is American, right? Your nationality is American. Where's your ethnicity? Do you know the difference?
The ethnicity is Black.
Oh my
butterfly sting like a bee.
I'm done.
See, when guys get that education, they don't like taking the school.
Education? You don't even know the difference between race and ethnicity.
I know the difference between race and ethnicity. You don't.
Okay.
There is no Black race. Matter of fact,
what is your ethnicity?
I'll tell you what. Well, I'm gonna ask you one simple question. Name a race.
Name a race?
That's the simple question. Name a race.
Black, white, yellow.
Now, didn't this man just say Black wasn't a race?
I never said that. I said ethnicity. Jesus, I said ethnicity. I said ethnicity is not a race.
See, you guys confuse yourself. That's why I try to clarify things, because people confuse themselves.
No, you asked me what race. You said name a race.
And black is black a race?
Black is a race. I said that. I said name. I said what is it?
Explain how black is a race.
It's a color.
Okay. Now, East Indians are included in that, right?
Yeah, they're red people. They're red. Well, Indians are red people. They consider themselves red men. That's
no. East Indians, not no Native American Indians. East Indians.
Well, Indians are red people.
From India. Those are black people.
Well, you consider them black. They're red people.
I don't know. My eyes say black. That's what my eyes say.
Let me give you the definition.
I'm going by what they say. They say they're red people.
But there's some that say that they're black.
You gotta show me proof of that. You gotta show me that they.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the specifics right now. Look up Tamil rebels. They got defeated, but they call themselves black.
But Alquan, okay. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
The question was, what was a race? Now, as defined by the American white man, since you claim to be an American black man, this definition will probably, suit with the question that you asked. A race is a grouping of humans based on shared physical or social qualities into categories generally viewed as distinct by society. So that goes to the screen shares that I shared earlier. It's a group of humans based on shared physical, which can be like, we can look at, when I was showing you those people from Kenya, people from the Congo and stuff like that, we share common physical characteristics.
Right.
So we will be.
Yeah, but you said Anwar Sadat and Omar Bashir didn't share those. You were on the fence about that.
No, I didn't say. I said he looks to be mixed.
But you concentrated on that instead of concentrating on the black for some reason.
But see, man, you ducking and dodging.
I don't duck and dodge. I take it head on.
You ducking and dodging. Let's just go back to the definition of race.
Okay.
The definition of race is a group of human beings who share similar physical or social qualities. So do we not share similar physical characteristics with people from the continent of Africa?
See, the key word is similar. Now, if you were to go to court and try and use DNA or some other scientific terminology, and somebody says it's similar, that's not a match.
My thing is this, just based off of the definition of race, you avoided the question. I say, do we share physical characteristics as the people on the continent of Africa?
The key word is share.
No, the key word is similar.
Similar. I'm sorry. Do we share similar physical characteristics?
We share some.
So what is, all right, so just put out the definition. What is the word
a race? Then we will be classified as the same race.
See, now you said the same. Now you can't go from similar to the same.
Members, we will be classified as members of the same race. Am I correct?
You're incorrect. You're incorrect.
Based off of the definition of what a race is. See, I like to provide facts, references, anything that I speak about.
Okay, this is why I bring up East Indians.
Well, similar means having characteristics in common. That's what similar means.
Right.
Something in common.
Now, where's the outline of the characteristic? Because the white man will tell you that some people with these same characteristics are not of the same race, even if they're in Africa.
White man called us nigger and said that we were 3/5 of a human being and stuff like that. So just because the white man said something doesn't mean it's the truth.
Right. And that's why the white man said we come from Africa, but you accept that as the truth.
No, I'm not necessarily. Okay, here's the thing. What I'm saying is we are members of the same race. We are the same race as people from the continent, as defined by the definition of what a race is.
That's the white man's definition, but then again, you have to qualify it.
You're speaking the white man's language.
But you have to qualify it, because all people in Africa don't even look similar, except the one characteristic is skin color, and that's not even universal in Africa.
Okay. Definitely.
So, you know, I'm just saying, I like to look at reality. See, when we deal with this Pan-African stuff, we're dealing with what the ideal is, you know, to form a global black empire. You know, that's what that's all about. And you just can't do that unless you start with Africa and get those people on the same page. You can't even get the people in the same country on the same page, let alone a region of Africa or the whole continent. I mean, you got people in Africa, they still consider the foreign invaders of the North and the South to be Africans. I mean, come on.
Because not enough black people advocate for Pan-Africanism. That's why they don't. Correct, as everybody has said in this, that's on the panel, that yes, black people on the continent, for the most part, a lot of them are not concerned with Pan-Africanism. That's why Pan-Africanism is stagnant, and it cannot, cannot come into existence because not enough people support it.
Right. So that's why you have to dismiss it, especially if you're in the Americas. You know?
Pan-American or Pan-Black American?
Right. Because see, we take the focus off of ourselves and then we start focusing on Africa. Can't be worried about Africa. Just like the Caribbean. We can't be worried about them either.
Right. I just showed you we're members of the same race. We are.
We're members of people who have similar characteristics.
That's the definition of what a race is, right?
But that's a loose definition when you actually examine the words used. Because I'll tell you this, white people, or the ones that white people classify as white, I can guarantee you most of them don't have anything similar in common. Even appearance-wise. You can't tell me that dark Italians look like blonde-haired, blue-eyed Swedes with white skin. You can't tell me those people look like they have something in common. The only connection you can make is they both come from the land called Europe. That's it.
Definitely.
That's why I pointed out Anwar Sadat, Omar Bashir, and Bashar Assad to show you the racial differences between people called Arab. That's why I did that.
We're talking about, it doesn't matter what you identify yourself.
I hate to break this up,
I guess we need to.
They don't like you.
You know, and I agree with you. I think you made an excellent point there. But I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but I just think that since they won't give us reparation, we might as well just give that up. And as far as revolution, that's also a pipe dream. Because we could be talking about, because one can't survive without the other. We can't have reparation without revolution. We got to have revolution first, then the reparation comes second. Because like I said, again, we have to nationalize ourselves. We can't be divided, because this is what we see now. We see too many black people, even within dark-skinned people, too many divided. Like you said earlier, you got the Muslims, Christians, that cause conflict. Right. Then you got the homosexuals, black homosexuals. They don't like straight black folks. Then you got the integrationists, the people who's married the enemy. So you got all these other people. As far as revolution, that's also a pipe dream. So once the government recognize all this division, they're not going to give us nothing. So I agree with you. Yes, I believe in the black man should believe with the black woman. Marriage needs to happen. More black families need to be together. Then we have to teach our children. We got to know who we are, where we come from. Then we got to pass down to our children. Then we got to bring our children to be warriors. Just like if you look at the white Jews, all white Jews don't get along. You know what I'm saying? You got the Orthodox, you got the Reforms. They hate each other. But when it came down to that reparation, they all came together as well. Okay, we all been through the Holocaust or whatever, and they got reparations. Same thing with the Native Indians and whatever. All Native Indians don't like each other, but when it came down to, hey, we all had a common goal, we have to stick together, they got reparations. The Japanese, you think all Japanese like each other? No. So they know that they had a common goal. With us, some of us love the white man. They love the white man. They don't. I spoke to black people that's right here in America. Don't want reparations. They don't care about it. They want to be. They just like to. They like to be the integrationists. They love being with white folks. They don't give. They think. I've spoken to black people that said, well, you know, the reason why black people is the way they are because they're lazy. I have this Negro. I knew this Negro. He said the same thing about jobs when last year when Barack Obama was in office. 57% of black people was unemployed under Barack Obama, right? Even Barack Obama said that.
Mm-hmm.
But then I spoke to this guy. He said, "Oh well, because black people." This is a black man said this. He told me, "Oh, the reason why 50% of black people unemployed is because black people are lazy."
Well, I'm sure that couldn't have been a black American. It must have been a foreign black.
He's from here, sir. This is what he told me.
I mean, he could be from here, but I'm talking about his heritage is probably from someplace else. Those people are the ones that usually talk that talk.
I don't know. I just know that he speaks English and he looks like me, and he was born here. That's all I know. Now you might be right. I don't know what his family. I think his mother's from South America and Guyana.
Okay, there you go.
but he's still American.
I mean, see, that's why we're not on the same page with that. Yeah. To begin with, you talked about we need to know who we are, where we come from. We got to get that straight.
If we talk about black people as a whole, you know, that's what I thought we was discussing as a whole.
Okay, well, see, I guess that's why on my channel I make it clear that I'm discussing black Americans.
What is a black American? I like to know.
Yeah, that's a good question. I hate when people say that. I don't know what a black American is.
That's people who are descendant of slaves primarily and who have no ties to any other country, because we don't have any ties to any other country. We're not from the Caribbean. We're not from Africa. We can't go to another country if we get tired of here.
I would like to see the facts based on that, because I feel like you letting the white man off the hook when you talk about that the transatlantic slave trade did not happen.
I don't think that came out of my mouth.
I didn't say that either.
I said that we're from here.
I didn't say that either.
What I'm saying is, if you're saying that we don't have any ties
to any
different countries, therefore, we're saying that what happened on the waters of the Atlantic Ocean during the transatlantic slave trade, that was a fabricated story. So what I'm saying is, so you're saying, do you or do you not?
Let me make it clear.
Okay, make it clear.
Obviously, there was some slavery that took place, and we got mixed in with some of the Africans, and some, like the Gullah and the Geechee, they have retained some type of African type of ways. But the point is, even if that happened, we still don't have any ties to Africa. Right. That's the whole point.
So if you have, like you say, some of us got mixed in, even people who claim to be Aboriginal, if some of them have mixed blood, as you said, are you denying that ancestry?
Why do you want us to prefer that ancestry?
Well, no, I'm not asking you to prefer anything. What I'm saying is, let's come together on the platform of us being the descendant of a slave and Jim Crow segregation and discrimination.
Yeah, then you want to tie it back to Africa, and that's the problem with Pan-Africanism. They want to, and Afrocentrists, they want to center everything around Africa. We have to start dealing with what we are today.
As of right, on the reparation platform, I'm not necessarily trying to center anything around Africa. I'm centering things based off of the facts of what happened during the horrors of slavery.
Okay, yeah, that's good, because even reparations or not, we can get reparations whether it's we tie slavery to Africa or we just keep it domestic.
Right,
so reparations are still in order.
Right, don't make no difference.
So, like you said, we got to establish who we are and where we come from. See, the problem is, here's what I like to point out in my videos. A lot of people see other people in the United States say, my people from Italy, my people from Germany, my people from Jamaica, my people from South America. Everybody else says they're from someplace else. And we feel, damn it, we don't really have some other place that we can claim. Right. So we want to claim Africa. Instead of just saying, hey, how about we're right here? We know that there are black people in other places besides Africa.
But I think
the Afrocentrics talk about the Olmecs.
This is getting off the point. We're just talking about reparations versus revolution and the current condition. Just looking back over the past.
No, this is still on the point because the other brother he addressed. He said we need to establish who we are.
Okay, well, go ahead.
And that's the thing. We're not on the same page as to who we are. And then you mix in foreign blacks with us, that confuses the thing even more. That's why I like to push the foreign blacks to the side and stick with Black Americans. That way we can keep our focus. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, I don't consider myself American because number one, that's a white man's name.
I'm wondering what type of proof does this brother Alquan have that he's indigenous in North America?
I'll tell you the proof. Let me address that real quick. The proof is I don't have any proof that I'm from Africa. The only proof I have is that I'm from the United States or the Americans. I don't have any other ties to any other land. Most black people are in the same boat.
Ancestry. I'm not talking about where you were particularly born.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Ancestry. I don't have anybody in my family that comes from Africa. We can't trace it.
Have you done your family tree research back?
My man, I'm telling you from the family tree research, and this is for most Black Americans as well.
Do you have a screenshot that you can share showing your family?
See, this is Sean Hannity type questioning right now.
No, it's not. This is about facts. This is not just about opinion. This is about what can you provide as proof, evidence.
I want to see that this proof, this connection to the Africa. I want to see because I've studied John Henry Clark, Dr. Ben, and what's Ivan Sermo, whatever. I see all this history, and I'm trying to read and see the connection of us to Egypt, us to these Africans, us to anybody outside of this country here.
I made a logical conclusion.
I don't care what you look like.
Just based off of common sense.
That's why we're asking these questions, because of common
sense. So basically what I'm saying, let's go back to this question. Nobody has yet to answer this question. When we talk about Japanese people from Asia, with the same, not the same.
But Taalik, I don't think
we can sidestep and we can divert off of the what I'm trying to.
Brother Craig, the question is, and I mean, if you don't know, just say you don't. You can't show it. I want to see the evidence. Like, for instance, if somebody said they was related to Michael Jackson, they could actually show you. This is how I'm related to Michael Jackson.
Who look like Michael Jackson, people who are.
But that wouldn't fly in court if you're trying to get a piece of his estate.
Right, that's not going to fly in no court.
But no, they can provide DNA evidence as well. I'm talking about first you would have to, like when you go into any court case, you have to provide evidence. That's how a lawyer operates. So
right. So what I'm asking you is show that evidence to us. I want to see the connection because I have no problem with it.
We have kinky hair.
Okay, that don't mean nothing.
So you saying that it doesn't mean
no evidence. A sheep got kinky hair. So what?
But the people.
Is you a sheep?
Okay, look at Janet and Michael Jackson.
Things that have kinky hair. So what?
You can't even use looking at Janet and Michael Jackson as proof either because they both had surgery.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Let me step in it for a minute. Let me say, yo, Taalik, I don't think it's fair.
That
you exclude us. If you look at the Asian people, right? I know people from.
Why are we, brother Gavin?
Taalik, let me finish because I want to.
Wait a minute. I want you to finish, but y'all, it's very simple. Show me the connection between us and these people to Egypt, to the Moors, or whoever the hell that you want to claim. I just want to see that connection. I want to see that
African people. I'm not talking about the Egyptians. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about any king, any queen. I'm just talking about
you cannot
regular, everyday African people.
Show me the connection. I want to see it. I want to see how you come to this conclusion. Because if you have that connection, then you can be specific about what you're talking about. You can say we Zulu.
Okay, what about African lions, for an example? Don't they all look at African lions? What about the cat family? Feline family. don't they all have similar characteristics?
See, you guys are talking a million miles, but you're not getting right to the point. That's all we need to hear.
They're not the same. What do you mean? But they're all a part of the same family.
Now I want to just address.
What about mammals?
That's not the point. The point. I'm not saying that we don't have a connection to dark-skinned people. That's not the point. The point is,
okay, that's the only thing.
I want you to be specific, and I want to see this connection that this rope, this actual rope, to somebody.
I wonder why white people came over here. Like,
see how they keep avoiding the direct answer.
European, Anglo-Saxons, they all came over here, and they didn't come over. Some of us are Irish. Some of us are. Come from this region. No,
they did.
Yes, they did.
They're all white people.
The white folks do that.
Look at the history of slavery.
They're still segregated right now.
The history of slavery. Do you think there was only one group of white people who participated in that? Do you think
that's not what my man asked? My man asked you direct evidence that we're linked.
Why are we talking about Africa as a whole?
They're not going to answer that question because it's just
I know.
But
just like asking a person, "Can you show me God?"
But Taalik, let me say this real quick. Let me say this.
I mean, y'all can believe whatever you want to.
No.
We're not here.
But Taalik, I'm just going to address something real quick. I don't think it's fair where it's not fair when you talk to the Asian American who don't have. No, listen to me.
It's not the same thing.
Hold up. Let me finish.
You're distracting.
No. Let me finish. Because they get a pass, and let me tell you why. Because I speak to Asian Americans, and they talk about their emperors 4,000 years ago, and it's cool
because they have a connection.
They get a pass.
They have a connection.
Why we don't get a pass? Why we don't get a pass?
They have a connection to the past.
Yeah, they know where they come from.
But they do.
Know where they come from.
But they do. They don't know about. And there's different tribes in Asia, but they don't talk about. Oh well, you know.
Right now, you're putting a lot of fluff on it because you're talking about a whole bunch of other things instead of getting to the point that the man is asking.
Right.
No. We're addressing the issue because I feel like
I'm addressing is talking about.
You're not presenting.
There were thousands
of connection.
Thousands of different
connection you have to anybody. First of all, you're not making it specific who you talking about. You putting all these African people.
How come other groups come over here? They're not specific. Arabs come over to this country. They are at war over there in their countries.
But why are we talking about that? That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Set up shop in the black community and still rich, while the average ordinary black person is in poverty.
See, this is what this is why when I do my channel and I talk the way I talk, I like to cut through the BS because if we don't cut through the BS, we're gonna just keep getting drowned in BS.
Every other group practice group economics. But black people, we talking about what tribe?
See, we're going into something else. That's what we gotta do.
Yeah. I'm talking about why can't we be labeled as a collective whole? That's
what I'm saying.
We gotta figure out who we are first.
Right. And that's not what we are.
People with broad noses, kinky hair, people with dark skin.
Man, you just showed pictures of Africans with narrow noses.
Why can't
Africans got broad noses?
We are a group of oppressed people. Why can't we just come together based off of that premise alone? That's the only question.
And that's cool. That's cool. But don't try to force your idea of what identity is on other people when they reject it and don't accept it. Because maybe they see things differently.
This is the reason why revolution will be a failure.
No, because revolution will be based on revolution will be based upon what is in common that everybody can agree upon.
But not everybody don't agree. Everybody don't agree.
So you're not gonna. The act of revolution happens because you come together based on commonality. It won't happen when you divide. So you don't have to even worry about it, period.
Right. And a lot of people, and my man, he talked about we should come together as oppressed people. So that's where that black and so-called brown thing comes to, because a lot of black people think the so-called brown people are oppressed too, and they don't realize that these people actually enjoy their positions in this country. Yeah. They don't really want to rebel against the white man. No, but again,
you're right.
These guys did all this talking, and I like to come back to the point. This is how I like to argue, because when people don't get to the point and get to the specifics of what they were talking about, I like to bring it back to try and force their hand. Once again, you guys failed to provide this link, and instead you just copped out and said, okay, we're just depressed.
Okay, which link? Which link? provide.
So I'm not, but let's flip it. What is your how do you know that you're from this land?
See, I already answered the question, number one.
Yeah, because you haven't shown no proof from Africa.
Where's your proof that you're from this land?
Flipping it is trying to get you away from answering the question. See,
but what is your proof that you're from this land? Because if that's the case, then you would have got reparations already.
No. That doesn't come with that automatically.
This is what I say. Okay,
But
this is what I say. Look,
Native Indians got their reparations.
look, this is what I say. This is where I'm coming from. Make my position clear. My position is that we are a brand new people produced by chattel slavery that have an ancestry, perhaps coming from the people from the continent and the islands and the Native American people here. I would, because mathematics don't support a lot of things, I would assume that the original breeding stock was already here. They did not come from Africa or whatever. The original breeding stock was here. But regardless to that, whatever our ancestry was, we're no longer them anyway. You know, it's just like those, some of you raise tropical fish. Anybody raise a guppy? Well, I raise tropical fish. Okay.
But you're a common enemy. Look at what happened in South Africa, apartheid. The same thing that happened over here in America with Jim Crow. The white man is oppressing us all across.
Okay, but we can't be concerned with them, man. We got to concentrate on Black America.
On Black America.
But I'm not American.
That doesn't make
look at this. No, this is what you
do.
Look. I'm going back. Let me finish what I was saying here. As far as this identification thing is concerned.
Okay.
See, we are like the orphan. You don't know your mother. You don't know your father. So what do an orphan do? An orphan starts all over again. That orphan finds a husband and a wife. They have a child, and they start the family thing all over again. And when you start the family thing all over again, just like all these other people, they started from somewhere. When you start your family all over again, after a few thousand years, you created your own culture, your own language, whatever, just like anybody else in the world. And that's the way I view us. I don't view us as some native people or no Africans. We are brand new people developed due to chattel slavery, and we developed things of our own. You know, birds use the materials at hand to build their nests. So since we were born in America, we do our own thing. I mean, we've actually come up, I think Pig Latin is a language that we actually developed here in America, came from us, and we go tell the cracker or Ebonics. Ebonics is words, whatever, that we put together, because this is what happens when a people come into their own. That's why, I mean, we make mockery of our ghetto names. That's not a ghetto. These are not ghetto names. These are attempts of becoming who you are. See what I'm saying? It's becoming who you are. We produce a word called soul, and we call out, you know, we produce soul music, soul food, and whatever.
That and Africans don't have that.
Africans don't have that.
Wow.
When you talk about soul people, there's only one people that can pop up on the map, and that's us. It came from us. And that's what we need to do. Concentrate. Stop trying to be somebody else. That's nice. It's nice that you related to Shaka Zulu. I wouldn't mind being related to that.
At the end of the day, though.
But at the end of the day,
you're just making a mockery.
The white man's gonna look at all of us as niggas.
Be yourself.
Right.
The white man's gonna look at all of us as niggas. It don't matter at the end of the day where you come
but
from.
He really doesn't look at all of us as niggas.
No, he don't.
Look at Colin Powell.
Look at Colin. I mean, yeah,
a Jamaican.
He's a cool.
He's a Jamaican.
Yeah. I mean, you know, white people, they put certain black people in high places.
This is the same old.
Look at the East Indians. They used to be called niggers by the British, but when they get over here, they're not black.
Well, when it comes to the same pro-black rhetoric, here's the thing. It's the same old pro-white rhetoric that is that's been holding black people back for thousands of years.
No, it is. You've been holding yourself back for thousands of years. The only thing stopping.
Okay, here's the thing. How have I been holding myself back when there are people that I can look at? There are white people who have generational wealth handed down from generation to generation when my ancestors were denied the equal opportunity.
But one of your ancestors was an African and they weren't denied.
I'm talking about one of my ancestors. I have I have other sides of my ancestry as well. We're not just talking about one of my ancestors.
Yeah, but that's a fact. That's one of your ancestors.
That's one of my ancestors. I'm not ashamed of Africa.
All Africans did not practice something that produced generational wealth. They lived off the land. You can't produce generational wealth, live off the land. That means they was focused on some type of
comfortable being slaves.
System.
Just be comfortable. Just sit back. Be comfortable being slaves.
Well, no, you don't have to sit back and be comfortable, but you just can't make up phony histories and try to act like that's combating the situation.
Right. What type of phony histories have I made up? I don't know.
Africa can connect. Well, not specifically with you, because you do have an actual African connection, but with us and your flag, the red, black, and green, you know, that's all made up. And when we point out the specifics, you keep saying, okay, well, we have to get together as oppressed people, or we have to get together because the white man is unified and all that kind of stuff. You keep centering everything around Africa or people who you feel that you look like, but then you dismiss other black people who you look like.
But then here's the
black people am I dismissing?
I can't.
The black peoples of Asia and the Middle East and North Africa.
I said all black people need to come together on a commonality. I'm not dismissing any person with dark skin. I'm not doing that.
Okay, so the East Indian is your brother, right?
What do you think Pan-Africanism represents? It represents all people, all black people of dark skin, regardless of where you come from.
Okay, so the East Indian, answer this. The East Indian is your black brother, right?
I don't know. No.
Okay, you see? That's why I always bring that up. Angel snubbed up 7. That's why I always bring the East Indian up, because that'll tell you the whole story.
East Indian are not black people.
They're melanated peoples, right?
East Indians are not African people.
And yes, they are African. Even the white man says India was connected to Africa, and they started off. Huh?
Who's this white man that said that?
Okay,
Who's this white man?
I gotta go dig up the specific white man.
Don't talk about stuff you don't know nothing about. Name me a white man that said that.
But technically, since the black man is the original man, and all people came from the black man, technically all of us are Africans. If that's the case.
No, that's not true.
You see what I mean? This is why I say what I say.
Yeah, see?
No, because
they're confused in what they've been.
The murderer of Trayvon Martin.
Leave that African.
Mike Brown. Was they African? Leave that. People with white. It doesn't matter if all came from the same person. What we have to look at is the present day condition. People with white skin have white privilege. They're in the judicial system. It doesn't matter. We could go back these fairy tale stories about what happened hundreds of thousands of years ago. That's irrelevant to current day condition.
Well, let me ask the man that's speaking. Do you consider Arabs to be black?
No.
Yeah. African.
Oh, do I? No, definitely. No.
Do you?
You
say no?
Black.
You say no?
They don't identify themselves as
No,
black.
no. Not what they identify. Do you consider them to be black?
I don't consider race traders to be black.
No, my man. I'm just asking a specific question.
If you're talking about white, you talking about Arabs, those European-looking Arabs? No, they're not.
No. I'm asking African.
No, I don't.
African are not black people.
Okay, he says no. Okay, do you consider them to be white?
They're white. Yes, they're white people. They even said they were white.
Okay. All right. So even the black Arabs are white to you, right?
No. You would have to show me pictures. I would have to look.
Okay. Matter of fact, pull up your screen share and type in.
No. You
Anwar Sadat Omar.
You brought that up.
No, wait a second. No,
I don't know how to pull it up. That's why I'm asking you.
You say type in who?
Anwar Sadat Omar Bashir.
Wait a second. That's a difficult name to spell. Hold up. Sadat.
I still haven't seen the connection.
Wait a second. How do you spell that, man? I never even heard of him.
Anwar Sadat, ANWAR, last name SADAT.
DAT. Okay. Look. Okay. I see where you're going with this. Let me share this real quick so everybody can see this in the chat room. Okay. Would I consider him to be black?
Yeah.
Man, I mean, it's a tough call.
I know what you want to say, but you're trying to think about it.
He seems to have black features. No, he does. He seems to have black features to me. This would be a hard one.
I mean, it shouldn't be hard. Either they're black or they're not black.
He looks like it.
All right, looks like it is good enough, so I'll take that as yes. Now type in Omar Bashir.
Okay, Omar Bashir. Same name. Omar with like what a
Omar, last name Bashir.
Okay, Omar Sadat Bashir.
No, not Sadat. Not Sadat.
Okay.
Erase all that other stuff. Bashir. Okay. There it is, the first one. Bashir, Sudan. Yeah.
Man, he resembles a black man.
See, you trying to be slick with this resemble.
No, I'm just telling the honest to God truth. He does resemble a black man to me.
Okay. Now type in another one. Type in Bashar Assad. That's Bashar. Last name ASSA.
Bashir all Assad.
Yeah.
So what's your point?
Watch. I'm about to get to the point in a minute.
Okay.
Because you do got black Arabs.
Okay. What about him?
Okay. Now, what do you consider him?
I mean, shit. He looks like he could be Russian, Italian. I mean,
Eastern European, right?
Yeah, Eastern European. Yeah.
Well, he's the Arab. All those guys are called Arabs. That's my point.
You have white Arabs.
Those are called Americans. You have like Chinese. You have white Americans, black Americans.
Yeah, it's the same
thing. But we know they came from different countries. These are supposed to be one type of people, supposedly.
No, that's not true. You got to be Pacific. But Taalik,
I thought black supposed to be identified only with the descendants of slaves born in America.
That's so what earlier they said people who look a certain way. Now these people called Arabs, they look a certain way. How come when we ask if they're black, how come all of a sudden it's they resemble black people or they could be black? I'm not sure.
What I define, my definition of a black person. You know, everybody has their own definition.
But your definition, we heard it earlier. Your definition was broad nosed and dark skin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Those guys had broad noses and dark skin.
We got my brother Maurice in the house.
Peace and blessings, family. Sorry, I'm late.
Yes, sir.
I don't know where I got 3 o'clock. I had 3 o'clock in my mind.
3 o'clock?
Yeah.
I'm shocked that you made it here. I had technical difficulty. I had to switch the links and stuff around, and I'm shocked that you made it here, period. But you know, like you said, all praises is due to Allah.
Yes, sir.
But now, come on, what was your point?
But no, Taalik, can I ask you a question, Taalik?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here's my question. If you take you take a lion out of Africa, right, and you put him in this fake habitat in America, let's say after 20, 30 years, of course, that lion had children. Would that lion still be considered an African lion or an American lion?
It'd be called a lion.
Yeah.
No. That's not the question I asked Taalik.
Well, as far as the breed is concerned,
No.
It's more than one kind of lion. It would still be considered an African lion that's living in America.
So how come we can't be? How come we can't be?
Now, the thing about it is, over a certain period of time, you know, creatures develop differently. They begin to change and evolve, or whatever. If an animal is in a certain place, a certain
period. Right. That's exactly right.
They change. So you know, but again, just because you came from somewhere, don't mean that you are them any longer. You know, I come from Mississippi. My relatives, my little young relatives, they don't want nothing to do with Mississippi at all. I say, you want to go visit where I was born? And they're not even interested because it's foreign to them. So it don't make no difference if we came from Africa or wherever you claim that we came from. It make no difference. That's foreign to you, and you can't relate. If they put you and Brother Craig on a boat right now and sent you to Africa, you would have no idea what to do because it's foreign to you. The language is foreign, how they eat, how they carry themselves. Why can't we just simply be who we are and deal with this problem once and for all? Stop trying to be somebody that we've never been.
And stop trying to drag other people into it.
My thing is this. It's not
Bye.